Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Cinco de Sixo, Normal World.
That's right. It's a fiesta here.
Yes, I'm Dave Landau.
I am Quarter Black Garrett, and with me and Dave is the great Angela.
Hi, what up?
I've noticed we've slowly started clapping for Angela.
And just her.
Yeah.
Just her, yeah.
Yeah.
So
No, I kind of like it. We can keep that.
It's in her contract.
it really is. We have to respect the women. You can respect our like bell down below and tongue punch it.
Respect it.
Yeah. And also hit the bell. That's what you need to do. You need to hit that bell because then you'll get notifications when the show goes.
Or disrespect it.
Really, whatever you want to do. It's an interaction.
As long as you hit it. Yeah.
Yeah, just hit it. Whatever way you like.
Yeah, how you want it. Psh, that's the way you need it. Psh. Dave,
Yes.
where do people go if they want to see you in real life?
Well, by gum, they can come to see me at the Comedy Cave this weekend in Calgary, Alberta. That's all weekend. You can see me. That's Canada.
Whoa.
I'm coming to you, Calgary. May 16th, Youngers in Romeo, Michigan. And May 18th, Hilarities in Cleveland. Also, check out my book, Party of One, a fuzzy memoir, out now. Where can we find you?
I was looking for your book here. We should have one like
I've
on
sold-
the reg.
I've sold so many
But I had one here.
that I had to take it.
Yeah, dude, that's great though.
It's good.
That's great. And you can get one online. You can go to davelandau.com.
Yes.
Your book.
And click Party of One.
That's right. You can find me on my channel. I stream every Sunday and random other days during the week. Angela also has a channel.
I do. It's called Angela Does Horror, and I talk about horror stuff and sometimes just fun stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
And beans.
Beans. Me and my husband played
Yes.
a bean game. Everybody thought he was you.
Well, he has really good taste.
Well, yeah, you guys have similar style.
I've had the jelly beans too.
What was your, the barf ones and stuff?
The toothpaste and all the different ones.
Do you remember the worst flavor for you?
Oh boy. No, it was I just stopped playing.
Grass is pretty gross.
Yeah.
Have you ever
Yeah.
had grass?
Yeah.
Grass is not good.
Surprisingly disgusting.
There was one that should not have existed, and I'm trying to. I think I blocked it out. 'Cause it's the worst tasting stuff imaginable.
How do they do it? I don't want to know. I feel like it's something that we need to get the government on and to remove this because it's probably
Okay.
very toxic.
I don't even like
they do
the
these things.
good jelly beans.
It's just, I don't like those either. They get stuck in your teeth.
What?
You like jelly beans?
Of course. Little bursts of flavor. You kidding?
Makes sense.
No, let's say yeah. She
I like
would.
sugar.
So
Respect me.
respect.
Respect. I'm sorry.
No, I like sugar as much as the next gal, but I don't know what it is. Just jelly beans have never tickled my fancy.
Do you like gumdrops?
Not really.
You guys don't like the sticky stuff that sticks to
No,
your teeth?
I don't like Whoppers because they get stuck in your teeth too. Just like I don't like
Burger
that
King?
gross.
I don't like.
No, the Whoppers. Well,
Oh,
those,
like
those are
malt
chocolate.
balls,
Those are
malt
chocolate.
Oh, I do like.
The one I'm
I
thinking
like
of,
those.
Dots. Thinking of Dots.
Dots. That's
Yeah,
gumdrops.
those are always ones I trade out. I'm like, give me the Reese's. That's what I want.
Gumdrops.
Gumdrops.
I like sugar plums. It's because I go to bed with a nightcap and a candle.
Float off into the mystery fantasy land. You can tell us below what you like. I don't know.
I don't hate gumdrops. Let's be clear.
Okay.
For
Let's be
any
clear
of them
about
who are
that.
watching.
I'm a bigot towards gumdrops.
But yeah, jelly beans are just like, hey, we invented candy, and there's been so many innovations.
That's true. That's like the corn, candy corn.
Yeah,
I think it's a byproduct. It's like they were making some other kind of petroleum object, and they were like, we have a bunch of this random substance. What do we do? Put it in a mold.
Yeah.
Give it to kids.
like Twizzler was like, we're just going to rebend licorice, and they were right about it.
And they did it.
And they were like, there's a hole in the middle, too, if you want to use it as a straw, you fat piece. But it is a delight.
Yeah, well.
Do you like Twizzlers?
Of course.
Okay, so...
I'm not a red vine girl.
Okay, so black Twizzlers.
I used to when I was a baby. I would get my mouth all black on the black Twizzlers, but I don't like them anymore.
That was my rap name.
Jaeger.
Black Twizzler. L.A.
Oh, okay.
The end.
It's
Well, speaking of black... Boy, that's a terrible...
Surprisingly, a lot of them were dressed in black. So.
well, it was the
Yes.
theme.
Yes, the Met Gala.
Oh, I didn't know there were themes. I thought it was
was-
just wear the most ridiculous thing you could possibly wear.
Oh, they are always themed, my friend.
Oh, yeah. And the fashion's biggest night took place yesterday on Cinco de Mayo 2025 at the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York City. It's where hundreds of celebrities showed up dressed like fentanyl hit Sesame Street. We sent down our correspondent Crispin to cover the gala.
Hey everybody, it's Crispin, and this week the gang sent me to cover the Met Gala. This year's theme was Black Style. The gala was supposed to start at 4:30, but everyone showed up closer to 6 because this year's theme was... Alright, let's get to the gala. Sydney Sweeney was rocking some fat hooters as per usual. And speaking of boobs, who dressed these two? Mad TV? Maybe one of those spies can tell this lady who put jizz in her conditioner. M. Bison! As for my outfit, this year I wore a drawstring Force Flex hefty bag covered in radioactive isotopes. I'm almost certain that everyone I came into contact with will be dead by morning. See you next time.
Thank you, Crispin.
Yes, thank you.
Strong coverage from a strong man. Yeah, the theme. I believe it was
There was
Black Dandy.
Yeah. Okay.
It was super fine, tailoring black style.
Really? Thank you for saying Black Dandy into my headset.
Why dandy?
Is it dandyism?
What's a dandy?
We're having an argument no one else can hear. I know what dandyism is, but
Could you fill me in? Because I don't know what is it. I mean, I'm assuming
a dandy is you
Something
could
there?
say it's a little bit of a male.
Okay,
A man unduly devoted to style, neatness, and fashion and dress and appearance.
but not necessarily gay. Just somebody
No.
that really likes to get the drip on. You know,
But like an old dandy you might see in England where they had like the feather in the hat and
a dandy.
right. But what they did is a modern day dandy comes off like a pimp.
Okay.
And this came off more like the player's ball.
Oh yeah.
And I believe Angela has
Yeah,
some
we can scroll through some of these if you bring up my
Yes, let's look at that.
computer.
like a man who would wear white. There you go. There's
I'll just scroll through and you guys can
Kind of like a
tell me.
funeral a little bit.
Yeah, very
That is a
pimpy.
very Wonka funeral.
He's
See,
a
there we go.
choir.
See, that's
Not bad. He looks like a character from like Star Wars or something.
You're still walking around in that all night.
That's not bad.
Yeah, but he still looks like he may have just struck a hoe.
That's true.
These look normal.
Yeah, some of these at the top are a little
mild,
normal.
yeah.
Mild.
These aren't so bad. But as you
Oh, here
keep
we go.
Going for the
now,
Two-Face.
see, that is full straight up Dick Tracy pimping.
Oh yeah.
the canes.
Yeah, right there.
The dialect.
I like the
Look at
hat.
the
too.
hat.
I like the hat.
Go back up.
It looks good though.
But that's a pimp hat. That's not a church
100%.
hat.
There needs to be some more like
She's dressed like
fluff.
yeah, she's dressed like Dolomite though. Straight up, look up Rudy
Don't
Ray
backhand
Moore.
your ass.
Look at that is pimping.
That for sure.
That is
Sleeves.
yeah.
Oh, here we go.
All purple suit. You're not Cat Williams. Keep going.
I'm here. I
What
thought that
is
was
it that they
Whoopi for a second.
do in this
just
Met
some guy.
Gala? That's 100%.
That's pure
right
pimping.
there.
That's
Pimpin'.
Don Magic Wand.
Dapper Dan.
Yeah, that is. you
Dapper
better-
Dan. Would that be Dan? He'd be.
If you don't work the track, you gonna get a whack.
I like Dapper Dan. He looks good.
Money talks, but only if that hoe walks. You know what I'm saying? Iceberg, slim. You're welcome.
Okay,
Ziggy
she didn't get
Stardust?
the message. I don't know.
No, she's just she's just in a
just
rock opera. This okay. That's fine. It's no big deal.
Right?
It's a
Okay.
little
She's like a chandelier. Nice.
okay.
She's like the queen of
Big bird.
hearts.
That's pimping.
Yeah. That's what I was talking about. I want that fluffy like coat.
It definitely looks like Big Bird, but with
Snuffleupagus.
Yeah, snuffleupagus bounce. There's
Mary Poppins
Mary
man.
Poppins.
oh yeah, with black leather glove. That is pure pimp.
Yeah.
That is Dolomite. She's even got a cigar.
I like the fro. Sometimes they don't go hardcore in the fro, but that was 100% fro right
Fro is a fine thing if you can grow one.
there. And shape it right. Yeah. I don't like the egg-shaped ones. You ever see those?
No, no one does.
Look like weeble wobbles. What's going on?
There we go.
Yep, that is straight pimping. That is two guys competing. That see, I'm hearing it's dandy in my headset, but how's it not? How's
like
it
we're
not
crossing
pimping in my
streams.
headset? It is dandy though. Yeah, but if you look
There's
at
a
like
crossover for
like
sure.
Don Magic Wand will wear a straight up all
hurts my
green gator outfit, and that's what that reminds me of.
Halle Berry's V.
It's
All right.
no, I can see pimping is now called black dandyism.
I feel like pimping is cooler though. They should call it. I mean, it's not cool.
I mean, it's
cool
human,
at the same time.
it's human
Who?
trafficking.
We all know.
But yeah, this is just dressed like poo. Look, That's not
That's
dandy.
that's the hemorrhoid on
okay.
top. That
Oh,
you
ew.
gotta
See, I feel like it's
catch.
a church hat, but then your titties is out.
Yeah.
That's pimping.
And nobody's seeing the rest of the choir from behind
That's
you.
Doja.
No Limit Soldier?
I don't know any of these people.
Doja Cat.
No, I
familiar?
don't know who that is.
Oh, I saw Usher, and I know Usher. Is that a man?
No,
Okay, maybe
Oh.
just unfortunate. I'm sorry.
No, it just looks like
this
one.
is just a lady.
That's like a librarian.
Oh, this is the best though.
There we go. Like a cape? Bringing a cape in?
He's got wires on his
Let's
head.
go, bro.
Only superheroes and
Down
pimps
with
wear
this.
capes. Some say they're the same. And dandies, black dandies.
That's right. They both patrol the night.
That's fine. I think she's good.
Lana.
Oh, they still invite her. I'm surprised.
Yeah?
Why are you
That's
surprised?
pimping.
I don't know. I thought she was like a.
See, that's almost like...
she married somebody.
Look, she's got two shiners. That's straight hoeing.
Boobs.
Yeah.
What is this? Nice. I like
Yeah,
that.
he looks good.
Bell bottoms are coming back.
Pimping.
Is that Lizzo?
No, that's Jasmine Sullivan.
I'm sorry.
I don't.
Pimpin'.
Cape. Bringing the cape back. I'm down.
Yeah, they're all pimp. Oh, yeah, dude, look at that.
Oh, that is decadence.
Yeah, that and that is actually dandyism.
He's
I'm
like,
going to
check
even
out my
say.
pimp cane.
You see this cane?
Yeah, that's something that a man with great wealth, the one above it, would wear in the 1800s.
Yeah.
That's just
Like
the
a
Matrix.
Morpheus, yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's even got the glove.
This is like a mentor in a sci-fi.
Yeah, he's putting on a glove so he doesn't. It keeps his pimp hand strong. You see.
And clean.
Yeah, you don't want to hurt your nails. You don't pay for the finest manicurist in town to hurt your pimp hand.
Mm-hmm.
These are facts.
Oh,
Yep, pimping.
Pimp
Got
hat
the,
and
you
cape.
got the
And the hat, the bowler hat? Come on.
yeah, bowler hat and a
Bowler hat, cape, and a freaking cane.
cape again. Cape.
More cape.
Yeah, you got Howard Stern.
Cape's coming back.
Straight pimping. But that's
Another
more,
cape? Does a hat
that
cape-
is-
is a hat
go,
cape
go
again?
back up. Go
Another
one
cape?
more. That is as pimp as you can get.
Let's go.
I don't even see a dandy there. All I see is a straight up
Straight
pimp. Pimping. Green. All
Green, all
I
top
want
to
to find that
bottom.
one. Oh yeah, there were a lot of skirts, men's skirts.
Not pimping.
yeah,
Not
I don't know
pimping
about
with a
that.
man's skirt.
Pimping.
I'm not happy
On
about
skirts.
that. They want to pretend that this is
eye
absurd.
patch.
This what?
This guy has an eye patch, and
He looks like an anime character.
Yeah, I believe those are peck implants. And then his arms aren't exposed because it's as if he's got wings. For his cape has made it appear as if he can fly.
I still like the cape. Man. Bring the
Fly at your ass and get your money. Look at this.
cape. Lower cape.
Straight
No,
pimpin'.
what is
This is
We're going
pimpin'.
geometric.
This is pimpin' 2050.
Yes. She pimping in the future.
Yeah, she is pimpin'. She's come back to get
John
one of her
Mulaney.
hoes. Yes, we got that.
Oh, okay.
Look at the fur.
Oh, that's Wakanda.
Look at the fur, though.
And the red shoes.
And the red shoes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, Lenny Kravitz.
And right there.
Okay.
That's not Lenny
A little
Kravitz.
bit. He kind of looked like
I
him, though.
believed
Somebody
it.
called Kay Tronada.
Oh.
Andre
He's got
3000.
a
I actually like
piano
this.
on his back.
It's under
cool.
3,000, though.
Yeah.
And a
It's
garbage bag.
Completely acceptable.
like this.
Yeah, that's good.
Is it playable? That's my question.
She's a
See,
spooky
no,
vampire.
she had her neck broken for not making enough money. That's what that is.
I want to find that Cola guy.
Red top to bottom.
Oh,
Look at this guy. That is pure.
They
that
look
is
like
a
they're from
fur-
Zamunda, and I love it.
It's a fur coat. This
oh, it's
guy's
pearl.
This guy's Beetlejuice pimping.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That's a Marvel character, I think.
Yeah, that guy's riding the juice caboose. You know what I'm saying? Singing that juice caboose. What is?
It's like, I don't know.
It looks like people I don't want to meet.
The boob
Yeah,
windows there.
Catwoman. Yeah, I like it.
Some of these I feel like are just, not really putting all their effort into it.
No, but some.
Oh, he's got a sewing machine.
Just straight up carrying a sewing machine, like an old singer.
I feel like you
It's
should.
heavy.
Is that Rick James? Because he'll hurt somebody with it.
Yeah, just whoop bam.
It's a cool
All
hat.
right, Lizzo.
Is that Lizzo?
Yeah, it's invisible. Yeah, it is.
So
Mary
she's
J.
wearing
Blige.
the
No, the other. No,
is that-
that's not Mary
is
J.
that-
Blige.
Is that Mary J. Blige?
It is.
This one?
Yes.
No, that's Lizzo.
No, that's Mary J. Blige.
That's 100% Lizzo.
Look at the name right there.
For real?
Yeah.
Why did they
They look
dress
like the same person.
Why do they all,
Madonna.
This is the best picture taken of Madonna in 15 years.
Yeah, a lot of CGI going on here.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
That's Lizzo.
That's not Lizzo.
Go back up.
No, it's not. Her
other
name is Precious, actually.
Is it really?
Precious Lee.
It's a corset, man.
I don't know these
Is
people.
her name Precious?
Yeah.
That's not. You figured you would unname your kid that after that movie.
Everybody said it, but this is like the most Hunger Games looking shit ever.
It is.
Like, let them eat cake.
That is
Probably wear a big
dandy
hat.
for sure, but also pimpin'.
But he also looks like he's going to wash the dishes.
Can you
got a
imagine just
cat.
sitting there in this room and your psyche being able to handle it?
He just wears bathrobe.
I could be a black dandy.
I could see that.
I'd do it.
We should go take you and get a Met Gala level.
Should. Like, I got the
Outfit.
cars for it, so let's just get me this guy.
Oh, that dude is
He's reminding
killing
everybody he's not a fan of Israel.
yeah. He's got the moon and everything.
He got the wrong thing. He was like, "Oh, I thought it was the
Arabian Nights.
I thought it was the October 7th celebration."
You get the big hips,
Oh, look at that.
bringing back some Victorian era looking stuff.
Yeah.
Who's the okay? That works.
Let's see.
He's a dandy. That's a dandy.
That guy is a dandy. I think
That's
I'm
straight
understanding the
dandy.
term. He's got a fez on.
That is pimping. The gat in the pink coat with that going.
Oh,
like
that
a
guy's
tape?
kingpin, bro.
Yeah, dude, he is a gangster.
With the white gloves. And the
Yeah.
fact that he doesn't have the arms in the jacket. It's like
That's what
caped
makes it.
over
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
He will take off his gloves to challenge you to a
That's
duel.
Lizzo.
Oh, okay. That woman looked exactly like Lizzo.
In fairness, yeah. The two of them looked a bit like Lizzo.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know who the hell that is.
no, none of these people. Look at this guy.
He's like, am I?
He didn't get an invite to
Am I
that party.
pimping?
He's like, did I? Why am I here?
Is it sequins? There's something.
Ah, boy. Did somebody? Where did you park? I don't know. I don't think that they had a valet.
Oh,
Oh,
It's Corey Feldman.
this.
What? Pimpin'.
That's not bad. I like that.
You looking slick, but
look.
that looks like Malcolm Pimpin'. Pimpin' X.
okay. Wanda. No, Regina King.
Wanda Sykes? Were you gonna say Wanda?
I was going to
Sykes?
say Wanda. Sykes. I get them confused often.
That's fine. I get Lizzo confused.
That is.
See,
That
I
is
think
a-
that's the delineation between pimpin' and dandy.
On the left, you got the pimp. On the right, though, you got his hoe. Because you have to understand that there's also gay pimps.
Behind
Okay,
every
yeah, I'd
strong
assume,
pimp.
yeah.
Yeah, so he's pimping out the hoe.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
it's a whole other market.
He's dressed as a dandy, I get it, but he's still the hoe in the relationship because the baller gets the hat.
That's his best.
I like he's got
hoe.
that pocket watch.
But it says on my dad's headstone, the baller gets the hat. Is
There's so many people.
that Adrian Brody?
Yeah,
so, yeah.
it was. He's like, yeah.
He's
it
like,
is.
Look at my shoulders. They're so big.
what am I supposed to wear? Roman Polanski's
sorry.
innocent.
Sorry.
What did he say that?
Yeah.
Oh my
He
god,
was in
Adrian.
The Pianist. He's the reason he has an Oscar. And the fact that it turns out people don't actually watch the movies before they vote is why he has two.
Dude.
That just came out.
crazy.
Did you see that? So yeah, there's an article about it that was like the Oscars are now requiring all voters to actually watch the movies that they're voting on.
Yes.
Like
They
as if
weren't?
it wasn't already doing that.
It's crazy.
And when I vote for the SAG Awards, I watch the movies.
You got integrity. You got to freaking it's not hard. Just watch the movies.
Unless the movie seems stupid.
I mean, that's fair.
No, I watch them
Yeah,
all.
that makes
I
sense.
do. I watch you get but they actually they used to send you a disc. But now they have the actual like code, which is what I guess the Oscar people had, where you have to finish the movie. You just walk away from your computer.
Yeah, it's not hard. Just
But I
watch
mean,
the movie.
people worked a little hard on these things for you to just take up an Oscar voting slot.
Yeah, what the heck?
I said it.
Bastards. Do your job.
I'm a hot little potato right now.
I forgot you're
Just
SAG.
spicy.
You
I am
saggy
SAG.
boy.
I know.
Do you like flaunt it around? You go and get discounts at the movie theater?
Yeah, I'll be like, do you take SAG, right?
I'd like my $3.50.
I'm a very big SAG.
Yes, please.
No, I don't let anyone know that I'm in show business.
We had a guy when I
Make up
worked at
so
the
many
movie
lies it hurts.
theater. When I worked at a movie theater, we had one guy that would come around like once a year and just get so pissed that we didn't know exactly how to do it because it was a very specific way. You had to like, because it's not normal to have a SAG person come around in Texas, you know. So they were like, "Oh, you don't." And it literally was like $3 off. Like, bro, you're in SAG. You're like, I'm prestigious. I need my discount. I'm in SAG.
It's why he was doing it.
Oh yeah.
You gotta pay your dues. You gotta get the
was
rewards.
in this movie. I still pay my SAG membership. That's
Is it expensive?
yes.
Was it? Wow.
I mean,
What
it
do you get
also
out of it other than discounts, like movies.
no. If you can get health insurance, and somebody just asked me that in my ear, and you can also get much higher paying like voiceover roles.
Oh,
I
okay.
do it.
And like SAG official jobs.
Yeah.
I
So
guess.
like if it's non-SAG, you don't get paid as much. If you get the SAG job, you get like a deliberate scale that's much higher.
Okay. Do you pay 100% tariff on that if you work overseas? If it's a
I
voice?
don't know, but I made 11 grand to do a Ford commercial.
Fuck, dude, that's great. And you have a great voice for
Thank
that
you.
like narration,
And all I said though, and it was, I think it's Rust.
bro.
11 grand.
Wow.
Holy crap.
Yeah, it was a good day.
You didn't have to go to set and like film or anything. Just voice.
No, they actually ended up using the one I had recorded on my iPhone after I came in and did it in the studio. They're like, well, I don't know, we just like this one more.
It sounds good.
And then, and then it got national, and that's how I got that money, because then it became a national radio spot.
Interesting.
Yeah, not to talk money, but you know, I could buy a pretty okay used car with that kind of bread.
Heck yeah. For saying like one line.
Dude, it was
Kinda sick.
Yeah, I really want to do more and more voiceover work because I enjoy it.
You should.
I've done a lot of cartoons and stuff too, but nobody knows what they are.
Are you secret? Are they secret?
I don't want people to bother me, and
It's hentai.
you know what I mean.
Of course, yeah, it's gotta be.
Don't worry about what I do. But I can,
Take those
Sorry.
panties off while I insert all of my tentacles inside of you.
yes. Octopus porn. Welcome. I would do it. I mean, if that's really what they said, I'd be like, all right.
It's a line. You're not actually inserting tentacles into anybody. It's,
No, not at the moment.
Yeah. You can with the money you make from that.
Yeah, you can get some. You can go to the Met Gala, get some strange.
Oh, yeah.
You know
I think that's what they do in there, you know, because they don't let people inside. Mm-hmm. Or all up in there, tentacling it up. Mm-hmm. Freaky.
Met, M-E-T, means men eating trim.
That's right.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
It's a fact, boys. You want to go there, you better not eat supper.
Oh,
I call it supper. Because you're going to need an appetite for all that puss.
it's a buffet. Mm-hmm. All you can eat.
The gala. You can have some ass, too.
That's right.
Speaking of Diddy,
Yeah.
let's talk about the Diddy do it? Stinger. All right. I think that added up. Cinco de Mayo was yesterday.
That's why.
That's
We
why.
have to make a specific stinger for that.
Right. Well, we're actually never going to change that.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, no context. We don't ever need it. You don't need it for that.
He's carrying his MTV music award. So great. It's so funny.
It looks horrifying in this painting.
Yeah. Whoever does caricatures there, they really don't hire the best people.
They're not supposed to be caricatures.
I know.
Which is what's funny.
That's true.
What if it was caricatures? That'd be so good.
It's a murderer with a big ice cream cone.
Phil Spector.
He's got a big ass head and like his features are all huge.
Yeah, just a. Yeah, it's just the Menendez brothers, and they're both on bikes.
We have to add some levity to this,
A little
guys.
spinner hat.
Sorry, this is.
Yeah, it's a very serious situation.
Aren't there cameras? Nah, we got a guy who draws kind of shitty.
Yeah.
That's how we're gonna do this.
I want want to get that job. I feel like it's probably pretty easy. Have you seen some of these? Like the ones from Trump? Horrible. It's absolutely horrible.
Well, yeah, they
look like
use,
a person.
they use like the pastels.
Yeah, there's like.
Yeah, and that's what you get. I mean, his hair's going gray. I can tell that.
Yeah,
But if
he looks like
you-
Beetlejuice.
Yeah, but if you asked me 2 years ago, who is this? I don't think I would
Count
get,
Olaf.
I would never. Yeah, there's no way it would
Still
land
some
on
orphans, which he probably has. I don't know. Allegedly.
well, no,
Allegedly.
not even. I mean, he did.
Oh man.
Do you remember?
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
He adopted
close,
girls.
He adopted a lot of kids, which I feel like would be a red flag.
Some say, but personally, since I think he's innocent and you're all gonna pay. The trial of Sean Diddy Combs, like we said, began yesterday in Manhattan. The potential jurors are asked if they know really Michael Myers and Michael B. Jordan. Why Mike Myers?
Well, there was this picture that was leaked.
What?
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
It's a monster.
There was another one too.
Really?
It's
I didn't know
pretty
he was
damning.
black. I didn't.
Oh man. Okay.
It's hard to
wearing-
refute that.
Yeah.
I think there's one more.
Is there really? There's 3 pictures?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
on stage, dude
I
was
forgot,
freaking.
I forgot Mikey Smalls in the 90s.
He was pretty big.
Boy,
A good song though. That one hit wonder.
he did. Man, it's a shame. He got killed in a weird way. I thought he was dead.
No, he always comes back for every white party.
Oh, well, see, you
That'd be
learn
magic.
something new every day. Also, Mike Myers and Michael B. Jordan. Mike Myers and Michael B. Jordan, the reason why people might be asking is because I believe Michael B. Jordan has an open issue with Diddy, and Mike Myers made fun of him in a movie.
Good calls on both of those.
So, yeah, but the way that they put it out in the press probably makes people think they're guilty.
I thought they were guilty when we were talking about this before the show. I was
Right.
like, Michael B. Jordan and Mike Myers, like they were in a freaky party? No.
Right. But no one's going to read the article. They're just going to go guilty.
Yeah, like I did.
Like the jurors.
Burn them. Yes, just like the jurors. There's no what reasonable doubt are you gonna have? I mean, I guess that's all you got to get is reasonable doubt. You don't have to prove innocence.
It's got to be tough though to find a jury that doesn't like pre-know.
That's
Yeah.
what they
you
were
know, and all
asking
of that.
about.
Like that's
them.
gonna be tough.
Yeah,
Isn't he
there's one juror that was like, I don't know who they are. And Diddy was like, yes. No, they're in the article. It says that he was like nodding his head like, excellent.
Yeah, doesn't he look like he needs the oil? I mean, that could be
He does look
plausible
very
deniability right there.
very
He could
dry.
be like, look at me.
He looks like a lizard out of his tank.
Yeah, like he's just drying up. He's like, well, I need my oil.
I need it to be moist. I dry out.
My body is moist. But this is a slippery case. And like we said, jury selection has begun. Diddy appeared to be showing his approval, like you said, for some jurors, nodding his head up and down and shaking it left and right as you did, giving a subtle indication of how he was feeling towards each person.
Yeah, subtle.
Oh wow.
A real subtle
I
by
wish there was a camera in these federal cases. Dang it.
just going,
No.
I think he's saying no. Every
There seemed to be a trend with the jurors that he liked, though.
Oh, were they
Really
black
wasn't.
males?
Yep.
That's a shock.
Diddy. He was just into him.
He's just winking at him like, come on.
Come to my party.
Come on, we can do it.
I still got him in the cell blocks. I still got parties. Okay.
Pay you. I can pay you.
Did you see me
Yes.
get him to the Greek? I was great.
Yeah, he was, and also, what was the one where he was in prison? He should get used to that one. Monsters Ball. Also the name of the Met Gala and his white party.
He was there.
Yeah, he nodded when a female black juror talked about how her sister had become addicted to crack during the crack epidemic in New York, apparently referring to the 1980s or 90s. The woman was allowed onto the next stage after saying she could put it out of her head while deliberating.
How does that connect, though?
I don't know why
Was
they
he
would.
involved in the crack epidemic? And
It could have said,
He
have
was
you
there.
ever experienced addiction? Because they could
Okay.
be trying that route of sex addiction, is my guess.
Oh.
Oh, I guess that would make, but that's still not going to, that's not going to be a really good defense.
It's
Yeah,
not the best.
it's still a crime, sir. Like,
Yeah.
it's not
Even
like
if
you
you're
can,
addicted to it.
Yeah, you're
Even
not
if-
pleading like I'm crazy.
Yeah, you're also, it's not like you're addicted to crack. You're addicted to sexually assaulting minors.
Yeah.
Which is like crack.
Not cool.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Yeah, once you go 8.
you never
never can.
masturbate.
That's right. There you go. Thanks. I did something. As the selection process went on, Diddy smiled, as we said. Mm-hmm. And also, what the hell? Yeah, the juror said that she didn't know any people on the celebrity list, as Angela said. There was more nodding from Diddy when a black male juror was called. The man said he had worked as a kitchen designer and would lose his commissioned work if he served the jury, but he would survive on his base pay. This time, Diddy looked back at Finley and got a nod in response. The juror was allowed to continue to the next stage. That's nice when he's like, I can't really afford this. And Diddy's like, you gonna do it, though.
Put him in.
Mm-hmm. I've heard this song and dance before.
Not good enough.
Oh, Diddy nodded again repeatedly. So
This dude was freaking...
he loves nodding. When a female juror talked about her Catholic faith and said that if she served on the jury, she would have the life of somebody in your hands, adding, that's the hard part for me. She said, I think I could do it, but it's something I have to be very sure that the person is guilty. So Diddy was like, yeah, which I think...
Wait, he was good with that.
But then that woman was excused after telling the court that she had a stomach ache.
Oh.
Seriously.
She's like, I'm also guilty of diarrhea.
Yeah. I ate some bad clams.
So
Me out.
I feel I really have to make sure the person is guilty should be how everyone feels.
By default, I think.
Like, do you just want to get out of here? You really want to listen?
It's that free food, man.
I know. I'd be ordering Chinese all day.
They can order whatever they want.
Yeah.
At least that's, I think, because I watched Jury Duty.
I would order whatevs. I would order the most elegant places to where they're like, listen, you're bankrupting us.
It's top shelf.
And I'm like, wait till I find him innocent.
Like, I pay for your salary.
Be careful.
And then they got to send you a check.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like $25. How much do they get paid? You don't get paid much being a juror, right?
No, but you get paid a little something.
Is it based off of your salary, or is it just like a flat?
No, it's a flat rate.
Ugh.
You find there's like a doctor who makes all this money.
That would suck.
And then there's like a dollar store cashier. He's like, I'm making so much more than you.
They're talking about it at the table. I would be into this, though. I would totally do it.
I would do the Diddy trial.
Oh, yeah. I would be in there. I want to watch all the stuff. I want to decide somebody's fate.
Yoshi's probably there right now.
Yeah. Oh, God. Where is he? I bet he's there.
Might be.
God, he's got to be there.
I would love to do a murder trial, but the problem is you don't know when you're going in. It's mostly traffic, which sucks.
Man.
Yeah, that's not fun.
Roll the dice. You roll the dice. You can't sound too enthusiastic. You got to be like, yeah, I'm free and I don't know any of the circumstances of the case.
Yeah.
You get in, you're like, yes.
Yeah. Instead of being like, I have a stomach ache.
It's not hard.
My stomach hurts.
I can't.
I said my kids had a stomach ache and they let me go. I was like, oh.
I ended up having to go a couple times, not into the actual pool, but they kept calling me in, and then eventually I'm like, guys, this is absurd.
Like an audition?
I don't know why they kept...
Third round auditions.
They seriously go, have you ever been arrested? And I go, yeah. And they go, all right, you're dismissed.
And they're like, can you go,
Yeah.
Oh, you're sad? You're in.
Would you go to a Diddy party if you were invited? You bet.
Jury. No.
Yeah, would you... If I was living in Hollywood when I did in 2012 and someone said we're going to go to Diddy's white party, I would be there.
Yeah, if you're invited.
Why would I not go?
Because you don't think that he's going to be trafficking humans.
No.
You think, oh, that's the guy that did, he's the producer of Biggie. Like, he's a big guy.
Yeah.
All right. He did the song for Godzilla.
When he's in the bathroom.
I love Garrett's like, what did he do?
It's terrible.
What did he do? What is it? Godzilla song.
This is a terrible one. But yeah, once he's in the bathroom behind you trying to find your male G spot, then you got to be like,
wait.
I don't even sing.
It's a bad decision.
I don't even sing.
Why is this?
I'm a +1.
Why did you choose white?
They would
You know
stand
why.
the most.
So the opening statements are scheduled for May 12th. Combs faces 5 federal counts, including a racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking by force.
Well, what?
Farce.
Farce.
Sex trafficking by comedy. Sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion. Transportation to engage in prostitution. So, I mean, you got to get there
Or you
somehow.
gotta get them in there.
Not fair.
Count as a crime.
Isn't that really a driver? It's not my fault when you get there what you do.
Was he physically driving the cars?
He must.
I would
no
assume
way.
not, right? It'd be somebody else's bag.
But he must have sent the cars to bring people to his house to have the parties where you could have sex with prostitutes. Because that's something that Hugh Hefner and other people in Hollywood have never done.
Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because they couldn't drive themselves.
No, it's
they were
because,
minors.
I mean, well, the minors thing, yeah. But Hugh Hefner was
permits.
absolutely, I know tons of people that were at the Playboy Mansion.
That was like a cultural thing. Like,
They
people
bring in
just-
prostitutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like people knew that he would throw these parties, and he had tunnels to other houses.
Grottos. And they also they would have like the bunnies, and then kind of once it got late, then all like the Compton whores would show up. Is what Artie Lang told me.
Oh man! So you're like 9 o'clock, I gotta go, or that's when I gotta show up.
Yeah, or it's it depends what you want.
When your vision starts to blur a little. And
Yeah,
you're like,
And all of a sudden you're in
5 turns into a 10.
yeah, and all of a sudden you're in the grotto with somebody here like, well, we're already here.
Might as well.
So
You say you knew lots of people who went to the Playboy
I know
Mansion?
several, yeah.
Are they the
oddly enough.
late night crowd?
They are. They are.
Okay. All right.
I do know. No, I know people in bands. I know producers. I know comedians, and I know people that have performed there.
Wow.
No, I've never been.
Okay.
I want like if I had been, that would be amazing. But I didn't go.
Psyched about it.
Don't you perv alert me.
Oh, you failed it.
Kayla, you would have gone to the Playboy Mansion in a heartbeat. She said, "Oh yeah, for sure." Don't even.
Yeah, see,
pretend.
you know,
We can. Everyone here would do that.
perv alert yourself.
Now, when Linda Lovelace or whatever is blowing a German Shepherd, I'd be like, I think I'm gonna go. But, up until that
Or Corey
moment-
Feldman.
Yeah, that's true.
What's in the book?
Yep.
Love you, Corey.
And also, he has 2 additional counts of sex. Not Corey Feldman, Puff Daddy.
Yeah, separate.
2 additional counts of sex trafficking and transportation to engage in prostitution added in April 2025. For people who don't remember, Combs was arrested on September 16th, 2024 in New York City and has been held at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn ever since. He pleaded not guilty to all charges and rejected a plea deal offered by prosecutors, and this was confirmed on May 1st. So he says he didn't do it.
Sure. Okay.
It'd be Star Jones on The View. That means he say don't do it. He
Didn't do it.
I need them doctors to suck
racial.
some fat out his neck.
So let's take some bets, I think, is what we should do, right? Like,
What-
what do we
like-
think's going to happen?
Well,
it's
there's
the beginning
more.
of the
I'm thinking
trial.
guilty.
Okay, well, let's talk about that. But then at the end of the story, we should definitely take
No,
some
we have to
bets.
figure out what we're going to do. Yeah, let's get all the info in here then. I know it's a lot, guys, but you can strap in.
Yeah.
This is
Strap
the
on and follow us.
Yes. Hit right if you would go to a Diddy party or a Hugh Hefner party in the comments if you did not know.
Yes. That's the context. You don't
That's
know.
You don't know. You're just
You're in the
invited.
past.
You're invited to Diddy's house. Let's say Russell Brand invites you.
Right.
And you go with him.
Yeah.
His defense team request to delay the trial by 2 months was denied on April 18th, 2025 due to insufficient justification. Prosecutor, he's like, I'm liking this prison shit.
Just my jam, dude.
Having so much fun in the showers. He's like, can we wait 2 months? Prosecutors plan to present their case over 3 weeks, while the defense anticipates 1 week.
That's
weird.
kind of weird, right?
Yeah, the defense is like, no, it's going to take me 5 days.
Lickety split. Well, that's up. Quick.
Like, no. Do you know the evidence we have, Diddy?
A lot.
We're going to be out here by Wednesday.
Damning.
Evidence includes a 2016 hotel surveillance video showing Combs attacking his ex-girlfriend. We've all seen that.
Seen, yes.
Cassandra Cassie Ventura, which the judge ruled admissible despite defense objections. That's pretty...
Really?
That is damning.
Yeah, but
as
the
hell.
defense is like, nah, we just need a week. But they're like, duh, not that video. Come on.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
Yeah.
That very obvious physical evidence does not count.
That's amazing that's being used. Like, I don't understand why him chasing a woman down while he's naked and hitting her with a vase has anything to do with this.
And dragging her back into the room.
Yeah. What does this have to do with trafficking?
You could show it to the entire jury. It'll be fine.
Yeah. They'll be able to decide if she deserved it.
Right.
Most prior sexual assault allegations not in the indictment were ruled inadmissible. Oh, that's not good.
Well, that's pretty typical, though, right? Like,
Well, if they
get
were
rid of
the
them.
allegations, yeah.
Because that could later, if he gets convicted, they could use that
to open a new
extra
case,
stuff to open up a new case and say, oh, you have to throw it all out because they were using these other cases that. Right.
Yeah.
So I get that.
Yeah, that's true. You can't use every accusation that's not proven.
Right.
If convicted, he could face life in prison with a mandatory minimum of 15 years. That's his favorite number for the sex trafficking charge.
It's kind of a low number for sex trafficking, I feel.
15?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's not a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess they are going off the women's age. That's the same
1 year
joke
for
twice. I
every-
just can't.
And he'll probably get out for good
1
behavior.
year.
He'll definitely get off for good behavior.
The worst things he does, he's like, well, he's got 9. I don't know if he's innocent or guilty, but for his sake, this clip with Justin Bieber better not be admissible as evidence.
Got me a Lamborghini. And
Yeah. Oh, well, that's nice.
I haven't gotten it yet, though.
Yeah, I know. When is that coming, that Lamborghini? We talked about this last
He had
time.
the Lamborghini for a day or two, and he had access to the house, and he knows better than to be talking about the things that he does with Big Brother Puff on national television.
He said, when does the Lamborghini come? If you don't know, P. Diddy calls his penis Lamborghini.
Oh, that's what it says. He has a horse just tattooed on the side of it.
Yeah, it's something.
Sick.
So let's take some bets. What?
What do you think?
I just thinking about his penis is gross.
I bet his penis is weird.
Oh, you think so? Like Harvey Weinstein weird, where it's all like
No,
curvy and fucked up?
No.
Have you seen it?
No, but I've heard descriptions.
Oh, okay.
You even heard that?
No.
Yeah, Harvey Weinstein has a weird ass dick.
No, I met the gal who he masturbated in front of into a ficus.
She
Which
say
is-
it was weird?
Yeah, she's the one that
Like
was the
this.
whistleblower who was like, I don't want this,
Like
and
a
then
ducks.
left.
And had no career.
But if she told me, if Harvey was like, I'm going to masturbate into a ficus, and you're going to be in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I'd be like, go
ahead.
for it, Harv.
Well,
We're-
I'm not involved.
I
I'm
already
just
came
observing.
up to your room. By the way, the Beverly Hilton, very nice. I don't know if I've been in this nice of a room before. I think I'm just going to look at the paintings while you jack off into a plant.
Well, yeah, how's the deal there? Because it's got to be like, you just got to be in the room, or you got to make eye contact. There's got to be some kind of terms.
He's got to have a full eye contact, I would imagine, or at least you can't look away. Because he used to want people to watch him shower, which is an embarrassing moment for a man. You're not at your best.
That's a little weird.
Yeah.
That guy's just freaking.
I would watch him do whatever for a movie.
Yeah,
I'll be honest.
I know.
He's in jail, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's in prison. Most people didn't. Actually, it's not true. Most people did, then came out later.
Yeah.
Except Rose McGowan, who he clearly raped, and then another, I forgot who the other girl was. But yeah, he clearly raped.
Really? Yeah.
Why do you say
yeah.
he clearly did?
Because the way that they had the proof and like of him attacking them and just like jumping on them after something and just like ripping them. Because have you seen Rose McGowan?
Yeah, I know what she looks like.
But you've seen how crazy she went. Like that's trauma.
Yeah.
I think that when you look at somebody, and I don't mean crazy in a negative, I just mean she's obviously dealing with something horrible.
Yeah.
And like you could tell that something very bad had happened to her.
Yeah.
So I think
It's like Amanda Bynes. She's
That's
got that kind of, yeah.
too many similar stories from people that didn't know each other.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's my thing is like, how connected is Diddy to like R. Kelly, to Weinstein? He was in movies. Like,
he was.
What is this connection? Like, why are we? I want to know these connections. It seems like they isolate these stories like this. Like Bill Cosby, it's like this one guy and there's no connections to anybody else. It's like, are you sure about that? I feel like they have connections to other people.
Yeah, well, Monsters Ball had to be Miramax.
Was it?
Let me look.
So I would imagine.
Yeah. So I'm like, that's what's interesting when they do these things, and it feels like it's like a scapegoat. So they can go like, that's the guy. He's doing all the bad things in Hollywood. He's doing all the bad things in the music industry.
They do crucify somebody every once in a while.
Yeah, and then all the other ones, like, they take a little bit of, they go in the shadows for a bit and then slowly
It was
creep
actually
back
Lionsgate, not Miramax, but
But still kind of an indie film company. But I'm sure they're connected.
They go to the same parties. For sure.
Yeah, you're bidding on
There'll
the
be some
same
connections.
script. Well, I think, personally, he will probably be found guilty, but I think his sentence will not be very severe. That's my bet.
I agree. I think it'll be a slap on the wrist, and he'll probably get out early on good behavior.
Possibly. And he'll also,
You can't traffic inside.
he's got a lot of money.
You haven't trafficked anybody, so...
And I think there's going to be a lot of, I don't know, if there's people who are forced to testify, they might have a counterpoint to a lot of the girls, especially if they have to put their name out there that they were at a party and what they saw.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's tough to say. I mean, it depends on what this evidence they have is.
Yeah.
I mean, he should be in prison already for hitting the woman with the vase.
Yeah.
That's how much
that's
money
like-
this guy has anyway.
Yeah, it's I think they're going to use this kind of like I was saying for the other ones. It's like, here's one that we could crucify for a bit and have everybody shame them and act like that was the one guy that was doing it, and then put him in jail for like a couple years and then let him out early.
That's probably what it'll be. I mean, even with the vase video,
Hopefully
it's
not.
not like a middle of a fight where the guy's just so angry he hits her with a vase. Like, she's sneaking out.
Running
And he
for her life.
runs up behind her, like, and hits her. That's like he's waking up
Yeah.
and chasing after her. That's what's so disturbing about that.
Yeah. Like, you can't get away.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, so I'm
can't tell
fascinated
him.
to see.
But that level of anger, I'm not saying that there's any amount of anger where you hit someone with a vase. Maybe another guy. But,
Maybe.
you know, I've hit a guy with a few things in my day. A large frozen sausage. I knocked his tooth out. I did.
That's actually... Were you at a
beer.
deli or something?
No, we were at U of M, and there was a giant Dearborn sausage in the freezer. So I hit a dude across the face, and his tooth fell out.
did you say something funny when you did it?
No, I was just more surprised by the gasps of everybody in the kitchen.
Chew on that.
Yeah. It's like,
Yeah, you got to have a one-liner or something.
No, the other one was I dumped a pitcher of beer on someone, and then I smacked them across the face with the pitcher.
Okay, yeah.
A man?
A man. I mean, no.
I predict that he's going to get more than 15 years,
Okay.
Okay.
and he's going to commit S word in prison.
In prison.
I don't know. I feel like he already would have unalived himself.
Well, but he may have just, I mean, I think once he's found guilty and once he actually has to because right now he may think that he can still get off.
But does he unalive himself, or does he end up in Argentina like Hitler and Epstein? You know what I'm saying? Because these are actually real possibilities, by the way.
Yeah.
So there's a good chance Epstein's alive. There's a good chance Hitler just went to Argentina.
I totally believe it, dude. The more I look into that, the more I'm like, yeah, he's totally went there.
Because who told you he shot himself? The Nazis? What, we're going to just take their word for it all of a sudden?
The Russians were like, hey, look at this body. It is definitely not a woman.
Yeah,
It is all burnt. You can't tell.
Yeah. You had no,
Believe you?
There's no DNA then.
Yeah.
No dental records.
Well, in fact, they went back and checked and were like, this is a woman. So I think he maybe scooted away.
So do you think maybe he escapes?
Yeah. Ooh.
I don't know about the escape part, but I know that it'll be like labeled as a suicide probably.
I don't know if he's high level enough. I feel like he's more like these guys in the middle. He was probably, rising up to the music industry, had a little bit of this power and was like, oh, I could start doing some stuff. And he had all these, musicians and stars. And he's like, I can provide, women. And then it just kind of went out of hand. And there's maybe other people behind him, like the whole other connection that I was talking about. So I don't know if he's like
Threads.
Yeah, the threads.
No,
I think
you're
he's
not
like
wrong.
lower level, and that's why they're like, throw him in there, and then we can back off.
Yeah, I know. I see what you're saying. I think it's very possible. I just don't think. I think much like. I mean, what's her name? Ghislaine. What did she get?
Let me look.
I think she got like life or something very high. 20. Yeah. I mean, it was something. And in New York, you can't put someone to death. I mean, you can't put somebody to death for these charges anyway, but someone might kill you.
Actually, her sentence was reduced by 10 years.
See? That's shady.
That is shady.
You get it early, and everybody goes, "Oh, sweet, we did our job," and then they forget
55
about
years,
the story.
But it's
Right.
still 55 years in prison.
Oh, she's going.
Oh, she's going to die in prison.
Sure.
Yeah, good. Bitch owes me $50. Well, yeah, that's what I'm going to go with then. I'm with you.
Yeah. We concur.
We're going to see what happens, guys. And now we're going to bring you to our new segment, Daily Detroit Overdose. This is where I bring you a news story from my hometown. Because I know a lot of you have complained I talk about it too much. That's why it's an overdose. A man in Dearborn Heights robbed a bank and then walked next door to Tim Hortons to order donuts. He was carrying the $1,000 he stole, a duffel bag, and a handgun when police arrested him.
Wow.
Do we have...
He's got ADD, I think. That's what it is.
Well, if you've ever had a Timbit, I don't blame you. Like, they're good.
Oh shit, there's a Tim Hortons over there?
Yeah, it's
Up
like,
to the windows like, damn.
I got me a fresh bag of money, and they got a fresh batch of donuts.
Good on him.
Yeah.
Good on him. I agree.
The balls to rob... He robbed a bank? Or what?
He robbed a bank and then walked literally next door to the Tim Hortons.
The balls to rob a bank in this day and age? That's wild.
Yeah. Can you imagine?
He only got $1,000 from the bank.
He got $1,000. That
That's
was
the
it.
problem. They don't have a lot of cash on hand anymore because everything's on credit cards.
Well, yeah, and they're not gonna. They just don't have a vault. They're gonna let you in.
Yeah, a big cartoon vault.
Yeah, it doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
So they're like, we have $1,000, and he's like, well, I can get a lot of Tim Hortons with $1,000.
Like, I watched Heat, though. I know you guys got money back there.
And they're like, we don't. And he's like, fine. Give me like 1,000 is pathetically bad.
Yeah.
Any bank's got to have some amount of money that's at least wrapped. Like, there's got to be at least a $5,000.
Something.
Even in coins, like
Right.
But he's carrying out bags of coins. Like,
I'd be like,
that's a heavy thing.
I'd be like, well, what's in your purse? You know what I mean? Like,
I guess give me the watches or something.
Yeah.
You don't even have watches? God dang.
where are the
Give me the
pens?
phones.
Where are the pens? Do these come off? What's the chain for?
Yeah. What's the chain made out
iPads
of?
to check in on.
Yeah, now there's just iPads. Yeah, you're trying to rip it off the wall. Yeah. I want this. You play Mario on it.
When we were in Michigan last week, Dave wanted to rob an ATM truck.
I did, and she left and went back to the hotel, and I was left alone without somebody to start the car.
Damn. That's
I
messed
was
up.
100% for real.
He seemed very for real about
I'm not
it.
kidding.
If you're anywhere, that's
It was a truck of money.
And no one was watching it. Nobody cared.
No.
just keys in the dash, like
It was just
on the visor.
It was carnival people. If they would have came up, you could have just been like,
I'd be like, yep.
like if that back door was unlocked, which is all I needed to find out, and there was a good chance that it was, I was just going to pop it open. There's no cameras. It's a carnival. And then I could just go in there and get money. But she left.
Damn.
So we didn't make out of sight.
I was in on it.
Untrustworthy.
I would have done it, but I had to leave.
She didn't even have to leave.
It was
Just
to leave.
cold. She's like, I'm going to go back to the hotel
It was
instead of...
cold.
We could have gotten a couple hundred G's, I bet, out of that truck.
Get in. It's like
You
at
see
the
how
end of the day.
crowded that place? They had to bring in another
bring
truck the
another
next
truck
day to pay for all the booze that people were buying under the tent for
Oh,
these
so it was
bands.
all cash.
Dude, I'm telling
It was
you.
a cash only event. So that's what it was like. That truck was definitely loaded up. So
Yeah, it was filled with money.
What a plan. If you owned a carnival, you set up the carnival, you set up the cash, and then you say like, hey, I'm going to be at this date. You know, inside job.
And we even had access to the office that was our green room where they were going to count the cash.
Damn.
yeah.
And I immediately started looking like, maybe there's some keys out there.
Like, look
You
at
know?
that though. Like,
I never
could
saw
do
your
it.
eyes light up like that. You were like,
I'm serious. I'm not even real. I would have robbed. What? Who cares? They got. I mean, I know it's gonna sound terrible, but they are insured, it's a bank. All the banks have been bailed out by billions of dollars. Yeah. You're gonna tell me I can't rob a van?
They robbed us.
Yeah.
It's fake money anyways.
Yeah, I'm not hurting anybody.
victimless crime. Victimless crime.
All I had to do was act drunk, or she did, and we'd be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, they're just like this."
Yeah.
We would have had the whole thing.
Wow.
And then what happens?
I'm sorry,
Bail.
I thought it was a taco truck.
Yeah, that's all
We
you
had
had
it
to do.
worked out.
Acting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been very simple. And instead, I'm here today.
Next time. Next time, buddy.
Yeah, so if you ever know, the show just stops coming out. That's
It's because we got it.
check all the carnivals.
Yeah, I could have at least. You just open it up. It's just filled with cotton candy. We still rob the candy truck.
Damn it.
Well, and that has been Detroit Daily Overdose.
It's a great stinger.
We just set up a camera.
Yeah.
That's not even creative. We just set up a camera and that's what we got.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, it's good.
It's not bad. We can talk about his other stuff, I think, tomorrow.
Yeah.
'Cause it's getting a little late in the day. But hey, we are going to ask you guys, when we do the end of the world, why don't you write in what you think is a good answer, and we will pick a winner tomorrow.
Yes. So let us know in the comments below. We might post it somewhere else as well. So you got to follow all the socials, Instagram, Twitter, and then here on the...
And tomorrow on the
Computer.
show, we're going to announce who had the funniest answer.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Or maybe the worst answer, and we can just laugh at you.
Right. But we've noticed there's some cards, like funny people
Yeah.
in the comments. So we'd like to see what you have to say.
Yeah, just you.
Yeah.
Just you.
Nobody else. Don't tell anybody.
I want to take a moment to talk about where we are right now. Because let's be honest, conservatives are winning. The movement is gaining ground and people are waking up. Isn't that right?
That's right.
Their narrative is cracking and the momentum is finally shifting. But the fight's not over, not even close. That's why Blaze TV exists. Because in a world full of noise, not a word, a world full of noise, we need a stronghold for bold voices like this one. Free thinkers and fearless commentary that helps make sense of today's chaos. Especially the show Normal World, that takes a lighter and more leisurely look at today's current events and their own toils and troubles.
Yeah.
You can even subscribe to Blaze right now at blazetv.com/normalworld and help Dave, QB, and Angela eat. That way they don't have to rob a truck at a fair.
Please. Please. we're
At
very
Blaze
hungry.
TV, we've built a home for some of the strongest, smartest voices in conservative media.
Right here.
And Alex Stein. It's everything the networks won't show you, delivered on your terms.
Yes.
Or on any device, anytime. And it starts at just $8 a month. That's right. You hear that?
That's cheap.
$8 a month? That's the price of a cup of coffee these days.
Yeah.
Right.
That's eggs. You can't go a day without eggs?
You don't need
on.
them scrambles. Come on.
Come on, you got to get healthy.
One day.
For $8, you can listen to this while you jog. Eight month, the price of a fancy cup of coffee. Wow, they agreed with me.
Yeah.
When that is the most for the price of a cup of coffee. These potbelly fly-covered children will be able to have relief rice.
We're
Can
the
we do that
pot-bellied
commercial?
children.
And the
Where we have like flies like landing on our eyeballs and just like
why don't you just eat the flies? Come on.
have protein. That's what the elite said. They said to eat the bugs.
It's one of my favorite bits of Kinnison where he's like, I can solve world hunger. He's like, you guys should move to where the food is.
Yeah.
Like, this is
The food is.
This is sand. Do you know what it's going to be 100 years from now? Sand. Nothing grows here.
Yeah. And he said that like 35 years ago. It's still changed.
It's still accurate.
Yes, very accurate.
We have deserts in America. We don't live in them.
We drive through them.
So yeah, but yes, go to blazetv.com/normalworld. You're going to save $20. I mean, 8 minus 20, they're paying you.
Dang.
Oh, I did the math wrong. That's off
It'd be
of a
silly
year.
to
But honestly,
leave that.
subscribe today. Normal. If you want to see this show stay on and you want to let us free, every time you make a donation, we let a beagle out of a Fauci lab.
We hunt them down like sound of barking.
Yeah,
Through our contacts, we save a beagle.
that's right.
Save a beagle today.
Yeah.
Thank you. The end of the world.
Doing hard work, man.
Yes.
You are.
The real work.
Well, it's not easy to rock scream,
That's true.
and people need to know that.
I can't do it.
I can't do it.
Well, I was saying we were doing the hard work. I feel like we're all holding it ourselves, holding up this Beagle Rescue Society.
We have to.
Yeah, only us.
Eagle Rescue
Society. Give us $8 a month.
should have a band.
We should, yeah.
There's my
Should be the next thing we try.
Yeah.
You can.
I'll play
Why not?
keyboards. I don't know how to play keyboards, but I can try.
I have a bass.
You have a bass.
I can be like boom.
Angela could be on stage.
I want to be the hype girl. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Be like, yeah. Just in between.
We're
some of
playing
it,
like smooth rock, and you're just like, yeah.
You gotta be the lead singer.
Yeah.
That's a
could
lot
do
of
it.
pressure.
No, you gotta have like the girl singer.
Joan Jett or something.
Okay.
You can't have that many. You can't have that many tattoos and not be the singer.
All right. That's
Yeah.
fine. All right.
That's not even an insult.
I'll take it. I'll
Yeah, you
take
can
it.
do it.
I mean, my God. So how do you think? How do you think the next pope should be selected? There you go, QB.
WWE Royal Rumble style.
Oh, I like that.
I'm going to say a chili molest-off. It's the only way.
That's how you find a good one.
Buttholes are going to hurt. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I think
I knew going in, though. Come on.
I think that's probably going to be the winner. I was just going to say prayer and careful deliberation.
Makes sense.
Oh, yes, yeah. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, it's just like, how dare you? It's ridiculous.
Well, thank you all for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow, and you can tune in then, and hopefully there'll be air conditioning.
Yeah, maybe. And it won't be a sweatshop in here.
It's really something. It's almost like this place is tricking us.
You think they're trying to sweat us out?
Maybe.
Is the air only on when Glenn's here?
Yes. Sarah leaves, and then they go to the
We got to
thermostat.
save that money.
Glenn's out of town. That's what it is. I just heard it in my headphones.
Wow. We found it out here. So give us $8 a month.
You see, I heard it is
Code name.
broken. Yeah, for $8 a month, you can help us fix our air conditioning.
And I wore a jacket today thinking it might be cold.
I had a sweater on earlier.
Yes.
A sweater.
You looked like quite a dandy.
Did I?
Yeah.
Was it too much?
No, I liked it.
Okay. I didn't know. It was the stripes were long on it, so I didn't look as fluffy, which is a funny way of saying diabetic.
Yeah. I think there's like, as a comedian, I think you should take that as your moniker.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
Yeah. You can tell ethnic jokes.
I can do. I do that.
Yes.
I mean, not to them,
Well, yeah, that'd be inappropriate.
my friends.
You do it behind the back.
Yeah, the way you should tell
The
it.
way God intended.
The
Yes.
way the good Lord intended, because he made us all equal, but some not as much. Good night.